I, like many of you, saw the GTA Remastered Trilogy trailer from last week, and I hated it. It looked awful. It looked like something I could mod myself on my own PC. It looked terrible. And once I was done watching this god awful trailer, all that went through my head was, dear God, what happened to Rockstar? Okay. Think back November the 2nd, 2012, right? The day the first GTA 5 trailer dropped. And our minds were blown out of the fucking window. This game looked amazing. It had good graphics, a lot of details, and you can play with 3 separate characters. Like, what? Everyone was so hyped up for this, no one was even able to wait for the release. And then 2 years later, the game comes out, and I think we're all familiar with what happened from there. Rockstar were always hitting it big way before GTA 5, but this was the big one. And then a few years later, we were all like, bro, GTA 5 is cool, but imagine GTA 6. And on October the 20th, 2016, Rockstar showed off Red Dead Redemption 2. And when I say they showed off Red Dead Redemption 2, I mean they showed the equivalent of nothing because we literally had no idea what we just watched. And then 2 years later, the game drops and you know how it blew up on launch. And once the hype started to die down, we were all like, hey Rockstar, RDR2 was cool and all, when can we get GTA 6? And we heard basically nothing. Like, RDR2 took like, what, 8 years to make? This is probably gonna be longer. And then years passed. Many years passed. And nothing. And last year when Rockstar showed that they were going to port GTA 5 for the PS5, counting it as probably the third port in the same line of console, I came to wonder, how many games did we actually get since 2000 to 2010, and how many games have we gotten since 2010 to now? Well, if we are counting the games from the year 2000 to 2010, goddamn, we got a lot. Max Payne, The Warriors, Midnight Club 1-3, GTA 3 to the episodes of Liberty City, Bully, Red Dead Redemption, Red Dead Revolver, Manhunt 1 and 2, Undead Nightmares, including some of the best DLCs Rockstar has ever pumped out, The Lost and Damned, and The Ballad of Gay Tony. All that in the span of 10 years. Now, how many games did we get since 2010 to now? Look, I get it, game development has become hard over years, but the thing is, Rockstar has enough money and clearly enough capability to do more than they are doing right now. Instead, they're spending all this money and effort on an online service that is really not fun. I'm going to say GTA Online fucking sucks. I hate it. It's not fun. Grinding in it is not fun. There are so many griefers, and if you actually want to try and have fun in this game, you gotta pay. And a Black Ops 2 lobby is more alive than a Red Dead Online server. Seriously. And I don't know about you if this is just a nostalgia thing or something, but I prefer the old games. Like, GTA 5's story missions are fucking terrible. I hated them. They're the only thing that made me consider just not even completing the campaign. I didn't even want to play it. They were just awful and boring. Like, Red Dead Redemption 2's missions were at least somewhat interesting, but GTA 5's, I hated them. I didn't like them at all. And back to Red Dead Redemption 2, like, sure, Rockstar created this vibrant world where everything feels so natural, and even the horse balls shrink in the snow. Did you know that? But I don't give a shit. RDR2's gameplay is fucking tedious. It's boring. I mean, sure, shooting is fun, and exploration in the game is really interesting. But other than that, most of the gameplay is really fucking tedious. Crafting is tedious. Skinning is tedious. Everything takes so long, it's frustrating. And I think someone's gonna be like, oh, the frustration is part of a mechanic of a game. Yeah, not in this one. You can use frustration as a mechanic in some video games where it serves good purpose in it. In Red Dead Redemption, it doesn't. It serves nothing. Frustration in Red Dead Redemption serves nothing. This game begins to feel shallow once you strip away the story and the characters from it. And I'm not calling the game bad or anything because this is still a really great game. It's still gorgeous, it has a lot of details, sure. But the gameplay design is so outdated. And the fact that Rockstar aren't improving upon this in the online proves that they aren't listening or caring about what the community says. But I guess it's too late now. As I am recording this, the definitive edition will come out in less than a month. And it's just gonna be a trilogy of outdated games with some nice RDX slapped on them and some good lighting and increased contrast or whatever. And it's gonna make millions of dollars. Even if it's bad, even if it's not that worthy, it's still gonna make a lot of money. I mean, hey, look at Ubisoft, they pump out mediocre shit on annual basis, and they make more than a lot of companies that actually put effort into what they make. So, I guess all we can do now is watch this company that once stood mighty amongst many others fall apart by its own greed and laziness, by their own stubbornness. Had they just listened, had they just cared about what their very community had to say. And I guess it's too late now. It's kind of heartbreaking. I'll see you next time.